match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing England, weighing in at 167 pounds, Jack Gallagher!
The dashing and dapper Jack Gallagher, who brings a sense of style, Daniel, to the Cruiserweight Classic. Look at those trunks.
You know, you can't help but laugh when he makes his entrance to the ring, but Jack Gallagher is dangerous. He is one of the guys who I had never seen before live, who I was most excited about seeing here in the Cruiserweight Classic. His style is a throwback, and everything he does is super pinpoint and effective.
And his opponent, representing Italy, weighing in at 203 pounds, Fabian Aichner!
An Italian who speaks German, go figure, but representing Italy, Fabian Aichner.
Yeah, you know, I've been impressed with Aichner. He was trained by Steve Wright and Alex Wright, the former WCW Cruiserweight champion. You have to think that that helps him here in this Cruiserweight Classic tournament. And you can tell there's a huge size difference here. Aichner is one of the strongest men in the Cruiserweight Classic.
Fabian Aichner with the size advantage by Jack Gallagher, known as the Extraordinary Gentleman, and what an extraordinary story. He trained at the fabled Snake Pit in England, where, of course, catch wrestling icon Billy Robinson was a trainer. He's a man who gives a lot of credit to Roy Wood, the Catch-as-Catch-Can wrestling coach from Wigan, for helping him out, but a real throwback here in this Cruiserweight Classic. And look at Aichner showing off his athleticism.
Yeah, that's something that you would see from the Wrights.
Nice reversal by Aichner.
Steve Wright, his trainer, was famous for doing wrist lock counters like that.
You know, for Gallagher, his career highlight was wrestling at the venerable Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, but this by far the biggest moment of his career, participating in the Cruiserweight Classic against Fabian Aichner. And here's a guy in Gallagher, Daniel, much like yourself, trains in jiu-jitsu. In fact, he's won his first 2 amateur MMA fights.
Yeah, well, yeah, and not only does he train in jiu-jitsu, he teaches jiu-jitsu. Whoa.
There is that British style fully on display. Highly impressive. The Extraordinary Gentleman, Jack Gallagher.
I think he might be the greatest ever.
Interesting.
Is it possible for me to be in love with a man through watching him on television?
Why
I don't
not?
know.
Fireman's carry takeover by Aichner. Again, bars the arm, trying to ground Gallagher.
Yeah, look at the way Eichner's putting weight on him there. I think that's very smart. He's one of the heavier guys.
Hey, wait a
in the
minute.
tournament.
Are you changing your pick from Brian Kendrick to Jack Gallagher?
Okay, I'm not gonna go that far. I love Jack Gallagher as a human.
Oh,
Look at that!
the toe hold.
You know, and he's outweighed by 40 pounds here. And look, his technique just
Oh, wow, the cartwheel.
impeccable.
Might want to work on his moonwalk, but man, everything else is exquisite. A beautiful display from the British gentleman, Jack Gallagher. Oh, Aichner.
See, that's what Aichner needs to do.
Snapmare by Aichner comes off the ropes. Shoulder tackle.
Big shoulder tackle.
That was almost my
Whoa! What power in the legs by Jack Gallagher. Side press, hooks a leg and gets a 2 count.
You know, he trains at the Wigan gym. That was an old Billy Robinson move. Anytime anybody would grab his legs like that, he'd counter. Beautiful technique by Jack Gallagher.
Billy Robinson, a catch-as-catch-can icon.
See, this is what Aichner needs to do. He's the bigger, more powerful man.
Looking to add some color to Gallagher's chest.
But there's
Baseball
already color
slide
there.
escape.
Didn't get all of that
Springboard didn't
kick.
get all of the kick, but goes for the cover nevertheless, and Gallagher is able to escape. Representing Manchester, England, of course, the legendary late Davy Boy Smith, the British Bulldog from that part of the world. And really, the United Kingdom, Daniels, produced so many legendary competitors.
So many legendary competitors and so many people who are so technically skilled.
Influential. And Jack Gallagher hoping to influence this tournament. Sunset flip.
Double leg Nelson in England.
Nicely said. Jackknife covered by Aichner. Reversal here by Gallagher. Back and forth they go.
Eichner's doing well in this exchange. I wouldn't think he'd be able to keep up technically with Gallagher.
Man, this is a match.
Oh!
And that's where the
Tilt-a-whirl
power pays off.
backbreaker results in a 2 count for Aichner.
That's where the power pays off for Aichner, when they create that space. This is a classic example of technique versus power. And I'm not saying that Jack Gallagher isn't strong, and I'm not saying that Aichner doesn't have technique. I'm just saying that Eichner's power trumps Gallagher's power every time
And
they go for that.
the power can
Look
also
at
be
that!
athletic. Wow, double springboard moonsault by Aichner. Could this be it?
Talk about the unexpected.
Wow.
Were you expecting
No,
that from
I
Aichner?
was not expecting that from Aichner, the 5-year veteran who just surprised this entire arena with that incredible double springboard moonsault. And I'm
Whoa.
sure Jack Gallagher is surprised as well, but he lands on his feet. Standing drop kick. Aichner still standing. Crossbody block by Gallagher finally floors Fabian Aichner.
Oh, look at that mustache. I love it. He's firing up. Into the guillotine. He won one of his amateur MMA fights with the guillotine. Eichner's in real trouble here.
He's down to one knee.
He's got it around the throat. I don't know if he's been able to connect his hands, but you can finish it without connecting your hands.
No, Aichner able to escape. Now
Using
into
his
the
power.
Oh, I thought we were going to get a bear hug. Oh, I thought you were going to lose it if it was a bear hug there, Daniel.
For wrestling.
Wow!
What on earth?
Sit up power bomb by Aichner! And yet Gallagher able to survive. What a move, and you can color me impressed when it comes to both of these competitors.
Mauro, have you ever seen anything like that before?
Aichner, ground and pound now, raining down those right hands.
And the crowd who is just applauding him is booing him because they have fallen in love with Jack Gallagher so much.
Front and center in the inaugural WWE Cruiserweight Classic. The best cruiserweights on the planet. Frog splash, but again, no H2O in the pool for Fabian Aichner.
And the slobber coming out of Eichner's mouth. Headbutt right to the jaw by Gallagher. Oh my gosh,
My
what a drop
God.
kick!
Incredible stuff. Jack Gallagher with
Wow.
the win.
Wow. That might be the best drop kick in the corner I have ever seen.
That match was as colorful as Jack Gallagher's trunks.
Yeah, I have done the drop kick in the corner a million times, right? I've finished a couple
Yes.
people with it. I have never finished
Yes.
somebody as tough as Fabian Aichner in a match like that.
Incredible.
Listen to
Listen
the
to the
crowd.
crowd. Thank you both. When do you hear that? Thank you both.
Head games early here by Gallagher. Watch his movement. His movement is incredible. Wow. Aichner going high. Who would have expected
What
this
the-
double jump moonsault from Fabian Aichner? He displays power also in this. Watch this. This is the most incredible power move I may have ever seen. Suplex into the sit-out power bomb. And he went high one too many times. Here's the missed frog splash. If he would have hit that, it would have been over. And look at this drop kick. Right to the face. 1, 2, 3.
gentlemen, Jack Gallagher with an extraordinary victory over Fabian Aichner. One thing we have learned in this Cruiserweight Classic is to expect the unexpected. One spot left to fill in the second round of the first ever WWE Cruiserweight Classic. For more, let's go back to the Cruiserweight Classic control room and Corey Graves.
Thank you, Mauro. How can you not be impressed with Gentleman Jack? I can't wait to see what he brings into the second round because he's about to square off with Akira Tozawa. That one is going to be nuts. But don't let me get ahead of myself. It is main event time. We are about to see the bonds of brotherhood put to the test as Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano, squares off against his tag team partner, the Psycho Killer, Tommaso Ciampa. This one is going to be intense.
This should be fun.
My name is Johnny Gargano, and I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
My name is Tommaso Ciampa, currently reside in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Sorry, but I didn't get a chance to run into this.
I've been a singles wrestler my entire career. So when I came to NXT with Tommaso, it was really the first time that I was thrust into a tag team. And something about us just clicked instantly.
Oh, look at this. That's chemistry.
Over the past year of traveling together, rooming together, being in the ring together, and depending on each other so much, I mean, our bond has grown. He's getting married in September, I'm part of his wedding, so we're as good of friends as you can get at this point.
Outside of my fiance, Tommaso Ciampa is the guy I talk to the most in this world. I might even talk to him more than my fiance at times. But at the end of the day, me and Tommaso Ciampa are competitors. We both want to be the best. So what happens in the first round when we go one-on-one with each other? I'm gonna look at him, and I will shake his hand. At the end of the day, we're gonna see who comes out on top.
Sometimes we fight family harder than we fight anybody else, And I never hit with the intent to injure, but I do hit with the intent to hurt. And when it's bell to bell, I'll hit with the intent to hurt. I don't want to see Johnny get injured, but I don't want to lose.
The best man win.
One spot left, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah, this is a tough situation for tag team partners, and they're really gunning for that NXT Tag Team Championship, but this is a singles competition, and Johnny Gargano has been a singles champion for over 800 days in different promotions. You can guarantee that they're not going to pull any punches in this match.
Only one man can advance to the next round with more. Let's go to Andrea DeMarco, who's standing by with both Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa.
Oh, I don't care. Just get to the match.
Johnny, Tommaso, how will being tag team partners affect your match tonight?
Doesn't matter that he's my tag team partner. It doesn't matter that he's like a brother to me. Tonight, when I look across that ring,
I don't care about this.
I'll see just another guy. It's win or go home. And Johnny Wrestling ain't ready to go home.
Johnny Wrestling. Johnny Wrestling. That's all I ever hear is Johnny Wrestling. Tonight's not about Johnny Wrestling. You call me just another guy. After tonight, to you, boy, not only am I going to be the guy that put you out of the Cruiserweight Classic, I'm going to be the guy that hurt you.
You do what you gotta do.
The following is the final first round match of the Cruiserweight Classic. Introducing first, representing the United States, weighing in at 170 pounds, Johnny Gargano.
Johnny Gargano, better known as Johnny Wrestling, started training at the age of 16. He cites Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho, and Johnny Saint as his role models. Not bad, right? Not bad at all.
He told me I was one of his role models. I actually wrestled him in Cleveland years ago, which is where he's from. What an incredible talent. I can't say enough about this guy. Like I said before, he was a singles champion for over 800 days.
And his opponents, representing the United States, weighing in at 195 pounds, Tommaso Ciampa!
Well, Johnny Gargano's normal tag team partner, Tommaso Ciampa, will tonight be his foil in the opening round of the Cruiserweight Classic. And Ciampa, also known as the Sicilian Psychopath, proven himself to be a wrecking ball, employing an arsenal of devastating knee and elbow strikes. This guy always means business.
Yeah, he sure does, but nobody knows that better than Johnny Gargano. It'll be interesting to see what these two do to each other in a match like this, where the stakes are so high.
Last September, they were announced as part of the WWE NXT Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Tonight, their opponents in the Cruiserweight Classic.
Where was it?
Gentlemen, we went over and discussed the rules in the back.
Yes.
You guys have any questions? Let's shake hands. Gentlemen, let's shake hands. Protect yourself at all times, all right? Back it up, let's go.
Kind of surprised it took him that long to shake hands.
Yeah, the Ciampa seemed a little reluctant to shake hands. You know, they call him the Psycho Killer for a reason. He's intense.
Both need to be intense. Both need to be at the top of their respective games in order to fill that final slot in the Sweet 16 of the Cruiserweight Classic. Friendships, no more. You can have all the respect in the world, but you need to be the best man tonight.
I love it. I love it.
Looking for the hip toss instead. It's Gargano. Oh, crucifix for a 1 count. Deep arm drag. And scissors reversal, and again, man, these two just hard to keep a hold of the other.
Yeah, finally somebody with an advantage here. Gargano with the armbar.
There was a cut there.
You know, Ciampa's the more powerful of the two.
So when you know each other as well as these two do, Daniel, what are you looking for? What will give them the advantage? Does it just come down to the critical error, or what are you looking for?
Oh my God!
The back elbow!
Look at the spit flying out of Johnny Gargano's mouth.
Well, there's the advantage for Ciampa.
That's
I guess that's what you're looking
strike
for.
of the match.
That might have been a tooth right there.
Oh, and another one!
Vicious knee strike.
That's something you don't need HD for.
Oh, look at this vicious elbow! I guess we get our answer what we're looking for here, because Ciampa's just turned up the temperature.
Wow. Wow, and you know what? Honestly, it didn't take him long.
No.
Right? All it took was, oh my gosh. He has to be careful of the count here, though.
Oh, and look, he's mocking the chant of Johnny Wrestling.
See, I don't necessarily agree with that. Oh! Everything Ciampa does is just vicious.
Goes for the cover. Gargano kicks out. No, Ciampa thinking he might still have him.
Those knees and elbows, oh my gosh.
The knee's not so much.
I wonder, after that first elbow, when we saw the spit flying out of Johnny Gargano's mouth, I wonder if he's still okay from that.
No, I don't think so. It's devastating symphony of strikes, but now Ciampa with the rear chin lock.
And putting more pressure on the jaw, the mouth. You don't know what that elbow did to Johnny Gargano's jaw. He looks to be having a hard time with this chin lock.
Trying to power out despite the pain. Gargano delivers an elbow to the chest and another elbow. Knife edge chop by Johnny Wrestling.
The fine line between the commentators.
See, but his strikes lack the impact of Ciampa's.
Nice escape by Gargano. Ducks under the clothesline. Oh, but another back elbow to the jaw by Ciampa.
See, and Gargano can chop him multiple times, but one elbow from Ciampa, and he's got Gargano reeling. Oh, what's he got going here?
Oh! And you have to wonder what those strikes, especially the elbows, have taken out of Johnny Gargano, having trouble standing despite delivering that kick. Slingshot DDT! And this could be the opportunity Gargano needs as he stunned Ciampa with that DDT.
Yeah. Yeah, they're both reeling now.
Gotcha.
The crowd enjoying the action of the Cruiserweight Classic with chants of C-Dub-C here at Full Sail University, who will sail into the next round between Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. Regular tag team partners not tonight.
Look though, Johnny Gargano weathered the storm of the elbows, firing back now. Back on top, uh-oh. But Ciampa's power.
Oh man,
Is he climbing the ropes with Gargano on his back?
Yes, he is.
What is he doing here?
No, not an avalanche air raid crash. No. Gargano looking for that sunset flip powerbomb.
Those brutal strikes to the face.
A face that's already been nailed
Oh,
with elbows. Oh no.
Oh my gosh!
What a kick!
Following up with a powerbomb!
Sit-up powerbomb by Johnny Gargano. What a kick to the face. Tope Suicida by Johnny Wrestling.
Just when Ciampa was trying to get a breather, Gargano follows it up with a suicide dive.
Tremendous stuff, and the crowd eating up every scintillating second. One spot remains in the round of 16 in the Cruiserweight Classic.
Can you believe the super kick with his head trapped in the buckle?
No. Oh, can you believe that? Ciampa back press. How did Gargano escape?
How much can Gargano take? How many times has he been hit in the head like that?
We've seen various styles on display. This is the epitome of the strongest style. These strikes are something to behold.
And these guys are tag team partners.
And yeah, imagine that with friends like these.
Yeah. But you can see why they're such a good tag team. If they train like this, nobody's gonna beat them.
And they've already sent shockwaves through NXT with their performances as a tag team, but right now, it's all about the individual goals of Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa.
I'm worried a little bit about Gargano's head here. He's been rocked by so many shots.
Good reversal. Southpaw using the forearm, looking for that roaring elbow, but gets a kick in the face and a running high knee lift to the jaw.
One more shot to the head.
Okay, now that's really getting on.
Gary cleans the clock of Ciampa.
How Gargano's getting out of these things, I have no idea.
They're both, I mean, their eyes are glassy. I didn't expect to see something like this.
I didn't expect this to be as violent as this.
This is brutal stuff here between Gargano and Ciampa. This is what it means to be a part of this tournament. Willing to do everything necessary. And boy, they are throwing everything, literally everything at each other.
Ciampa and Gargano on the apron. This is the hardest part of the ring. What's gonna happen here?
They're on the apron. Dangerous territory.
Ciampa strikes just that much harder. Gargano bringing it.
Forget about the sounds of silence. You're listening to the sounds of violence here on the Cruiserweight Classic.
Rattling each other's chests with those chops. Big kick. Gargano's rocked. Oh no, not on the apron.
No.
Not on the apron.
Oh no. And the hardest part of the ring, Mamma Mia!
And rolls it right back in. Right back in.
This has to be it. Oh, come on! How is Gargano still conscious? Forget about still being in the match.
Oh my gosh! Air raid crash. right on the apron. When you are learning to become a professional wrestler, that is the one part of the ring they tell you to absolutely stay away from. That is where all the metal beams are. Look at his eyes!
Look at his eyes. These two are a tag team?
Oh,
Look at the hesitation by Ciampa, and maybe this is his friend after all.
Pulls the knee sleeve back up.
Nice.
Super kick.
Gargano takes advantage. It did it. Ciampa comes back with a clothesline. That moment of hesitation almost caught him.
Powerbomb, lung blower.
Oh, what the hell was that?
1, 2. Oh my gosh.
Unbelievable.
Look at both of these men. Ciampa can't believe it.
Gargano literally out of it. His eyes are glassy. There is no way he knows where he is. He is competing purely on instinct. And Tommaso Ciampa, the crowd showing their appreciation. What will this take out of each other? Yes, there's one spot remaining, but what will be the health and welfare of the survivor of this incredible struggle?
Oh, but how bad do these two want to win the Cruiserweight Classic that they are willing to beat up their friends like this?
An opportunity both of them have traveled the highways and byways to get, both of them staples on the American independent scene, coming to NXT as a tag team, but now trying to realize their
Chop
dream.
to the face! He just chopped him in the face!
See, overacting again. Gee.
You almost have to wonder how much more the referee is going to allow Johnny Gargano to absorb.
And I'm interested too, what time or how deep are we in time-wise?
You're right, 20-minute time limit. And hey, think about that. These two could be beating the tar out of each other. If this goes to a 20-minute draw, they're both out of the tournament.
Oh my gosh, that
We're
would
just
be a
past the
travesty.
midpoint right now. We have just passed the midpoint of this 20-minute time limit.
And look at Ciampa grabbing Gargano by the jaw.
Oh, that's got to be painful in itself with all of the striking that he's taken to the face. Oh, man. And yet Gargano comes back not a lot behind that strike. Not like those right hands, those slaps from Tommaso Ciampa.
Great counter by Johnny Wrestling.
Roll over. Oh, the rolling crucifix here by Gargano. He got it. Are you kidding me? How the hell did Johnny Gargano win that match?
I didn't think he was gonna stand up, let alone come back and win that match. The amount of punishment that he took, the amount of punishment both men took.
Johnny Gargano has just solidified himself as a man who might possess the biggest fighting heart that I have ever seen, Daniel, after what he went through courtesy of his partner, Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah, look at this air raid crash on the hardest part of the ring.
That should have been it.
And look at him. He had a chance to put him away right here, but the hesitation, pulling up the knee sleeve cost him. Super kick by Gargano.
You know what? In the end, that may have been the biggest mistake of Ciampa's career, despite coming back with that clothesline.
And look at this powerbomb into the lung blower. How on earth did Johnny Wrestling kick out of that? Ciampa looking to put him away. Big slap. I can't believe those slaps to the face. Looking to put him away. Counter by Johnny Wrestling. Counter by Ciampa. These guys know each other so well. Into the crucifix. 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner, Johnny Gargano!
What more can be said by what we just witnessed? Here to wrap up the first round
All
of
this
the
confirms
Cruiserweight
me was
Classic.
like, I don't like
Johnny
Daniel Bryan
Gargano on his
commentary.
knees, Tommaso
A
Ciampa
little too much.
in disbelief. Friends, tag team partners, who've traveled the world together, who tonight delivered one of the nastiest affairs I have seen in the squared circle. Heartbreak for Ciampa. And he just can't do it. Do you blame him, Daniel?
I mean, that's a tough, gosh, it's so tough. I've been in his shoes, it's so tough.
Wait a minute, he's coming back. Wow, that's what this tournament is all about.
I have no words. That touched my heart.
Yeah, it's an incredible display, an incredible opening round. The inaugural Cruiserweight Classic. We have seen a little bit of everything. And you know what? The best is yet to come on the inaugural WWE Cruiserweight Classic.
Ultra-competitive, groundbreaking first round of our tournament has come to a close, and we are now down to 16 competitors. Next week, the second round kicks off. In a clash of styles, the hard-striking Japanese buzzsaw Tajiri takes on the high-flying, risk-taking Grand Metalik. And the man who set the internet on fire, the blazing hot Cedric Alexander, battles the Golden Star, the Japanese sensation, Kota Ibushi, in a main event that promises to be off the chain. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you all next week, right here on the WWE Network.